we're having a conversation today here in campus. Some other guy was asking this other guy, and I was listening, observing, and he was like, do you know there's high possibility chances of Julius Malema going back to the ANC? This other guy was like, nah, he can't. So I shared my comment there, and I also want to share my comment here, what I told those guys, and even expand more, because the conversation was limited. It was just a small talk. So I, for one, I don't see it happening, Julius Malema joining the ANC, going back to the ANC. I don't see it happening. Why? Because there's so much fractions within the ANC. There's so much hatred among the leadership of the ANC. There's so much divisions within the ANC. He would be going back to a political party that is not stable. He will be going back to a political party that has so many different types of ANCs. And I don't think with the amount of ego he has, he would allow himself to destroy his own organization, the one he started, the EFF, just for him to go and join the ANC. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. He has so much ego, he has so much pride, he has so much love for the EFF, to the point whereby he's willing to sacrifice it all to make sure this thing works. So why should he destroy it? Why should he dismantle it just to go back to the ANC? For what? The ANC is predicted to already collapsing. Black people are losing faith in the ANC. Black people are not voting for the ANC. And you guys need to stop this thing of trying to compare the ANC with the MK party, or compare the ANC with the EFF. It won't work, because you are comparing an organization that has more than 100 years to small organizations as Kalamanje. MK party is only like 1 year. I think it's 1 year, or it will be 1 year soon. You can't compare it with the ANC. You can only compare the leadership. You can compare President Jacob Zuma with the leader or within the ANC, our President Ramaphosa. Even the age range is not far from each other. You can compare the leadership, not the political party. The political party MK is still building. The ANC have been built, have been destroyed. Now it's currently being destroyed piece by piece. So you can't compare the two political parties, you see. And even comparing MK party to the EFF, you can't. Because this one has solid structures. These ones, they're still building the structures. They're still marketing. They're still trying to go out there and make a mark to the world. This one already has a mark. It already has a brand. It's already known for a certain purpose. So you can't even compare the EFF to the MK party. You can compare the leadership. You can compare the age of the leadership. You can compare all of those things. You can try to predict what might happen, what might not happen. But to compare as if it's like equals, it's not equals. Even the leadership of the MK party, he has more fame, he has more influence than Julius Malema. That's why the MK party was able to get the vote it got. But Julius Malema going to the ANC, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Not to say that he hates the ANC. I don't think he hates the ANC. After all, politicians, they are human beings. They don't hate each other. They are just contesting different ideologies, different views, different policies. They are standing for different things in society. But as individuals, they can always say hi, hello, shake hands. It's fine. It's not a hatred type of thing. That's why you see soccer players, they play with each other, but after the match, it's like it's a fair match, it's a fair play. Away, bruh, friendly match. Away, sure, bruh. It was a nice match. Sure. Then it's done. You don't have to be beef. I'm not saying he beefs with the ANC, but I don't see him going back, because what's the future of the ANC? Him? Nah. With Abu Panyaza there. Panyaza has vested interest in the ANC. Whether he wants to admit it or not, he wants to succeed Ramaphosa. And if he doesn't want to succeed Ramaphosa, he wants to be in the table of whoever is going to succeed Ramaphosa. He can't just die as a mayor. He also has other ambitions. You trying to tell me his ambitions is just he wants to, not a mayor, he just wants to be a premier of Gauteng, and that's it. He doesn't have other ambitions. Knowing very well politicians how they think, knowing very well any man still always want to go higher the step ladder, That's why some people, they see that they don't have a future within the EFF. They are leaving the EFF, going to start from the bottom in other political parties and grow up, because they can't stand the dignity being demoted from a party. Because most of them, they're in CCT, they're in parliament, they're up there. So what more can they, how far can they go? The EFF is not in power. The EFF is not in provincial power. The EFF is not in government power. So there's no way maybe they can aspire to be ministers, because it's not happening, because the EFF is not in charge. So they go maybe to a political party, another one. But will Julius Malema go to a political party that doesn't have a future that is promising like the ANC? I don't think so. With Abofigile Mbalula there, Abofigile Mbalula acting the way they are acting, behaving the way they are behaving, Julius Malema will join them. He will join them and be what? Deputy President, be a minister of what? Be a Secretary General, be a president of the ANC. I don't see it happening. But of course, you can always share with us what you think. Do you think Julius Malema has a chance of going to the ANC? Do you think one day he will go back to the ANC? If he goes to the ANC, what role will he play? Will he be the Secretary General? Will he just be a normal ground force? Will he just be a president, deputy president, or one of the ministers in whatever department? What will he be? I don't think he will join. And to debunk something I heard at McG's show, I think one of the guys from the background, a cameraman or a sound guy, I'm not sure, Neo. Neo is not a sound guy. Neo is a camera guy. The camera guy, Neo. They asked him about what do you think about the EFF and why people are leaving. He said that it's because maybe some people thought, some people felt like, why is Julius Malema being selfish with power? He went and asked to be the deputy president of South Africa, and he excluded Abo Floyd from being ministers. That's not true, my guy. Whoever told you that was lying to you. You need to fact check your information, because you're in the biggest podcast in South Africa and you're spreading misinformation. And you are saying things as if they're true, things that have been debunked before. Even the president of South Africa, Mr. Honorable Ramaphosa, also debunked that no, Julius Malema was not trying to be the deputy president of South Africa. That's a lie. That's a lie. That man, no, you were lying to the people, man. He's not trying to be the deputy president of South Africa. Whoever told you that, wherever you heard that, they were lying to you. But it is what it is. Thank you very much.